Okay, guess what? Somebody told me that, well, first of all, I said on my Twitter that Rihanna is so pretty. She's truly an unconventional beauty because she has a wide nose. I have a wide nose, and it makes me feel better looking at someone as pretty as Rihanna and making me feel as if maybe I'm not so ugly because I have a wide ass nose. Despite what people tell us about certain features all the time, somebody gonna put down, oh, I think it's because of her light skin and green eyes that make her look pretty with a wide nose, or I think it helps. Bitch, sometimes y'all need to just stop it because no one brings up light skin privilege all of the time. I'm giving Rihanna a compliment as a black girl with those features. You want to come in and bring up colorism and eye colorism or something like that, and it just does not make any sense. I just said she is so pretty and her nose is a lot wider than it lets on in the photos and with the contouring, because I saw her live video and without all that makeup and stuff, her nose was wide. That's what I was saying and implying. But yet y'all have to come on and just be negative and bring up the fact, like, I'm not here for that discourse right now. Because some of y'all just want to make people feel a type of way. It reminds me of that whole Beyonce situation with Formation, where she said, I love my Negro nose with Jackson 5 nostrils. And people came in like, oh, well, she wasn't talking about girls. She was just talking about her husband. You know, she was talking about how she loves it on her husband because those are masculine features. What they were implying and saying that girls with wide noses, especially dark-skinned girls, can't look up to Beyonce because Beyonce is too Eurocentric. That was kind of a nasty comment. I did remember weighing in on that and saying, well, I do find it problematic that it does take a lighter skinned person with conventional features to tell us that our features are beautiful. But sometimes y'all just need to be quiet and let people just soak in a moment of black excellence without bringing up light skin privilege every single time, because it's really annoying. And I didn't say anything before, but it's just starting to get really annoying and on my fucking nerves. I'm kind of sweaty right now, or I kind of put some oil on my face because I got tea tree oil, I got cocoa butter, I have Noxema, and I have the cocoa butter oil where, you know, you put on after you shower. So I'm kind of freshening up right now. So excuse me for like the grease, or I hope my face isn't greasy. But I wanted to talk briefly about Jesse Williams and his soon-to-be ex-wife, unfortunately, Aaron Drake Lee. In case you guys don't remember, Jesse Williams came to the BET Awards with his wife, and his wife is not anybody famous. She's just a regular person, and she looks it. She doesn't wear makeup. She wears her hair natural. She wears regular clothes. She doesn't wear like name brand clothes. She's not one of those Hollywood beauties. She's a beautiful woman, but so many people, especially white women, were complaining because how dare Jesse Williams get with this frumpy ass bitch? She's not even pretty. She's not his type. I remember it, and I was like, well, Jesse Williams saw something in her, so whether you find her attractive or not, tough luck. You sound jealous, you sound bitter. Ain't nothing unattractive about this woman because she looks like every other woman in my family. So and the thing about it is, if Jesse Williams' wife was a regular woman on the street, people would be calling her red bone or yellow bone, like, ooh, you got good hair, you a light-skinned lady. But because she's not a Hollywood standard of light skin, then she's ugly. But I've seen women like her in real life get called red bone, yellow bone, like get hit on because of her light skin and her curly hair. But now she's ugly because she doesn't look like Halle Berry or Minka Kelly, okay? Speaking of Minka Kelly, Jesse Williams apparently was having an affair with Minka Kelly, the actress from The Roommate, the fake ass Leighton Meester, who I think is a much better actress. But I've heard this a long time ago that Jesse Williams is apparently having an affair with Minka Kelly, and I remember thinking, that's odd, you know, of all people, Minka Kelly, like, I don't believe it, or at least I don't want to believe it. But alas, today or yesterday, we find out that Jesse Williams is divorcing, as in initiating a divorce with his black wife of 5 years since 2012. And people are just going ham on that woman. They are saying, oh, well, I don't blame him because Minka Kelly is fine. She's bad. You know, like, ooh, Black Twitter, Shea Butter Twitter is going to go in on Minka Kelly and Jesse Williams because he's leaving his wife for Becky with the good hair. And I don't blame him because she's so pretty and she's prettier than Drake. I keep wanting to call her Drake. I don't know why. But Aaron Drake Lee. That's a cool name, by the way. I am disgusted, and I was arguing with quite a few people yesterday because you don't say things like that. Now, I usually don't like to go in and blame the other woman and say like she's a slut and a whore. Like, I don't do that. I don't call people homewreckers. But if this whole thing is true, Minka Kelly, you ain't shit because one, as someone else said, like you are a Z-lister actress. So for all I care, you could probably be like one of those people that wants to sit here and use somebody for relevancy. But Jesse Williams, if you let yourself be used by that, then that's your problem. Because I just would not think that Jesse Williams, of all people, would get with someone like Minka Kelly. Not because I think that she's ugly or she's stupid or anything like that, but she just does not seem anyone of substance in terms of politics, in terms of Black Lives Matter. I don't remember her name being brought up when it came to woke white bays. I can see Joseph Levitt Gordon, maybe even Margot Robbie. I can see a lot of people that are considered woke white babes, but Minka Kelly, no, like she's the most basic white actress that I could think of. Like, I just don't understand. And yet people went in on Serena Williams that day because she said that Alexis, the founder of Reddit, her soon-to-be husband and baby daddy, hey, she said that he has treated her better than the men of her past. Now, they flipped it around to say that she's saying that white men treat black women better than black men. That's not the case. I can see if she said white men treat me better than black men, but that's not how she worded it. She said this particular white man has treated me a lot better than the men of my past. And I don't blame her because so many black women would love to date black men, date men of their own race, but they cannot because those men do not prefer to date within their race. It's a shame that most of us prefer to date within our race, but black men won't let us because they keep going for the Beckys. They keep going for the racist, vapid, non-black women who have no substance when it comes to issues like race and gender because all they care about is themselves. And if they do say things like Black Lives Matter, it's to get black dick because to them it's black dick matters. Do I think it's every white girl with a black man that thinks that way? No. But there's a lot who do. And for Jesse Williams to make a speech saying, we won't let you black women down, I promise I will do better. And here you go, divorcing your wife from possible cheating rumors. But yet you are someone who's made a fucking hashtag out of, that wasn't you with the Oscars, so why? But you would make hashtags about white supremacy and how you weren't into white standards of beauty, you know, that you were totally against that. Here you are bringing your wife, your natural, humble wife, with no makeup, with natural hair, saying, I'm not for that fake beauty image or whatever you call it. You're sitting here bringing your black wife and saying, I love my wife for who she is. And here you go, possibly leaving her for the most conventional, attractive white woman that I could ever think of. No one is mad because he's with a white woman or because she's attractive. We are mad because you made a whole platform off of being against all of that. Saying that you're not for whiteness or you're not for Hollywood. Are you listening? I thought someone was saying something to me, trying to be smart. But you made a whole platform off of saying, I'm against all of that. I won't let black women down. And for you to possibly be leaving your wife for a white woman, yes, it makes you look like a hypocrite. I will not take your activism seriously anymore. I cannot do that. I'm sick of people asking, well, can you still be pro-black and be with a white person? The answer is yes. But also, you cannot be pro-black and to screw your significant other for a white person. Or you cannot be pro-black and to screw tons of people over for a white person. Now, I understand y'all want to bring up Martin Luther King, okay, but I feel like Martin Luther King has done more work than Jesse fucking Williams. Like, you can't compare Jesse fucking Williams to Martin Luther King. I don't approve of his relationship with the white women of his life, but you cannot compare someone like Martin Luther King who vowed to get reparations for African Americans to someone like Jesse Williams who did hashtag activism but isn't on the level of Martin Luther King. You just cannot compare that, especially when this is a guy who said they don't want us to see Birth of a Nation, even though the guy who produced the film is an acquitted rapist. And I remember I heard that, and I didn't really fuck with Jesse for a while because I thought, that's kind of a problematic thing to say, but I was hoping he got the context wrong, but he never said anything since, so I don't know what to tell you about that, but I just know that Jesse Williams, you ain't shit. I unfollowed you on Twitter because I just cannot take hypocrisy. You're becoming like Harry Belafonte. Like, you're just another Harry Belafonte to me, who's like that light-skinned, high-yellow man who loves the darker women, the natural women with brown skin, and then you turn around and date women that look like you or straight-up white women. That's some fake ass bullshit to me. Like, I see a lot of it where it's like lighter skinned men, mixed men that want to sit here and say, yeah, I'm pro black. I love my natural sisters. I love my full black sisters. I love all of them. And then they want to turn around and contradict what they say. Like, it's a problem with black men of all shades and sizes. And that's why I tweeted on Twitter that blew up and said, you need to find yourself a black man that treats you well, no matter the skin color, because men ain't shit. They really aren't. Briefly, let's talk about something that I saw on Instagram that made me mad. This really made me mad because, okay, this Instagram model, Jenna Frames, was seeing this football player named Antonio Brown. And I guess they have been talking to each other for a while, or they have been dating, but they kept it secret. And then on Jenna's page, she posted a photo of her and Antonio on her story. And I thought, oh, that's cute. You have a boyfriend. Like they seem like a cute couple. And I was one of the people that was like, I hope you guys last, because they were getting a lot of hate comments. And I said, don't listen to the haters. It's all bullshit. But yesterday, we find out from Media Takeout in the Shade Out Room that Antonio Brown went back with his baby mama, who's now pregnant with their second child. And I remember his baby mama, who I believe is a white woman, because Jenna Frames is mixed. She's black and white. And to me, she doesn't look all that white, but some people think that she's like an exotic white girl with curly hair. To me, she looks like a mixed girl, or she looks like a light-skinned black girl to me. But hey, it's all about perception. Some people find Mariah Carey to be white passing. I think she looks like a light-skinned black woman, especially the older that she gets. But Antonio Brown's baby mama came out and said, how dare Antonio Brown do this to me? Like, I have a child and, he needs to step up and blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, bitter much? Like, lady, like, I don't know who the fuck both of y'all are. And you coming out here trying to hate on a girl that you don't know shit about. Like, someone who is a very popular Instagram model. And let me tell you about something. I hate people that be talking about Instagram models like they ain't shit, like they ain't doing nothing, like they ain't starting their own business, like they don't have products that they are selling. Because y'all will sit here and call Kim Kardashian, who's literally famous for nothing, a businesswoman, but these light-skinned mixed girls or these dark-skinned black girls on Instagram, they are just nothing but Instagram models to you. Like, they ain't shit. And I used to be one of those people that would have a problem with some of the models, because sometimes they would say some things that I didn't personally agree with, or they would say, like, why are some dark-skinned girls mad because, like, I'm dating a guy with dark skin and they don't see me as black enough. Like, I had a problem with that. And I don't agree with everything a person says. Like, I follow people who I don't agree 100% on what they say. Like, I still follow Hennessy because she's funny. Like, yeah, I said something about Cardi B in the Roach comment, but I still follow them. But I just don't like how they come across on people. And even like when people were like just saying things like fuck racism, have mixed babies, Jenna Frames did say something like that, but like I just thought like maybe that was just like a blunder on like how people perceived it as, because I was looking at it as, okay, so we have to look a certain way to end racism, because when people think of mixed babies, they think of people that look like her or someone like Jesse Williams. So that's kind of like my own issue with certain people that will like talk and say things that are problematic but not understand. But for you to just go on and on about these models and say they ain't shit and they are nothing but light-skinned girls with curly hair that want to date these dark-skinned football players, like, to me, that's misogynoir, especially if y'all are black men or non-black women saying that. Like, it's fucked up. But yeah, apparently he got back with his baby mama after the bitch basically complained about Jenna Frames. And now Jennifer Mess was tweeting, saying things like, well, I didn't see that coming. I look like a fool. And people were saying, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for being a side chick. You know, like you just another one of those light-skinned Instagram hoes. And I'm just like, damn, like you can not agree with somebody, you can feel like maybe they a certain way, but you shouldn't wish that on anyone. Like I'm sick of people that just be hating on others and then saying, well, I'm just calling them out for like the things they said in the past, because we all say things in the past that have been ignorant, but to sit there and wish something like that on other people, that's terrible, and it makes you a bad person. But Jennifer Mess is usually someone that's all about positive vibes only. You know, she's taking it well. Like she's doing her, and she's like continuing to post photos. Like, here's the thing about the whole Instagram model thing. I'm kind of leaning over because this isn't a good angle. All right, here's the thing about Instagram models. They aren't Instagram models, as in they aren't models that are just taking pictures on Instagram. They are taking professional shots and posting it on Instagram. They have their own page where they take professional shots and they post it on fucking Instagram because a lot of people follow them. They aren't someone that's just on Instagram just taking cheap amateur shots. They are professional commercial models. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why are y'all hating? Like, there's legitimate things to complain about, like how most of them are light-skinned. Okay, y'all can complain about the fact that a lot of them are biracial or non-black women. Fine. But if y'all just complaining about the fact that they are models and that they are hoes, you sound like a hater. You sound jealous. What the fuck? As I said, people sitting here writing down the comments, you know, that's what you get. You thought you were better than other people and blah, blah, blah. Now this is karma. Like, I'm just never that type of person that holds grudges or be like thinking people are the same as they were like 2 years ago. That's just not me. Like, we've all said things that we didn't particularly understand or a lot of people did not agree with, but I'm not the type of person to just be like, well, that's what you get just because they pissed me off about something like 3 or 4 years ago, because that's petty as shit. But she's just all about like positive vibes, and she posts videos of her working out, her training, and like she's just a very inspirational person, like with her tweets and with her Instagram followers. So like it's an unfortunate situation. One last thing I wanted to talk about is black men and black women's relationship with black women, because I did see Feminista Jones' video about her criticizing Shea Moisture. I agree. One, with white women are pissed. White women are pissed because there has been a surge of black women being considered beautiful, the standard of beauty. You know, we've been doing makeup videos, we've been doing skincare videos. Like, we are number one when it comes to videos on makeup, videos on hair. Like, a lot of people are following us and we are showing skincare routine. And white women have had a problem with us ever since slavery, when, as Feminista Jones said, white men preferred us and showed it by raping us. Because it's funny how black women can be called ugly and disgusting and gross, but they will still try to find ways to touch us. How can you say that a whole group of women are ugly and repulsive, but you still trying to rape us? Like, that's some justification with, well, these are sexually deviant women. They are always ready for sex, so we are going to rape them. But racist white women took that as we were stealing their men, so they would kill us, they would beat us, they would kill our biracial children and all of that. And today, it's the same thing with a lot of these women who will pretend as if, you know, this is an all women's issue when all they are doing is trying to take something that we have, because they don't want us to have anything. Like, white women have been a standard of beauty for centuries. They have had everything handed to them for centuries. When we have one thing for us, they want to come in and be included, because they cannot stand that there's a space that's not for white women, that there's a space where black women are getting attention. This reminds me of the 1984 novel where Winston was reflecting on the chocolate ration scene, where his sister got a small piece of chocolate and he got a bigger piece of chocolate, but he looked at his sister with that small piece of chocolate and took it from her. Not because he wanted more, but because she had it and he wanted all of it. He wanted all of it. And that's how white women are. It's like you see us have that small thing, even though you have the whole world, and you take it from us because you are greedy. And that's why a lot of white women are attracted to black men. They are attracted to people that they feel they cannot have. And that's why a lot of white women will go out, get plastic surgery to make themselves look more exotic, get fuller lips, get wider hips, bigger butts, tan their skin to make themselves look like light skin or mixed race, white passing girls. And that in their minds is how they can keep a black man, because they aren't stupid. They know most black men date black women. A lot are color struck and they will date lighter skinned women, but most black men date black women. There are a lot of black men who are attracted to us. The problem is they are still misogynistic. Their misogyny towards us is the same thing as white men's misogyny towards white women. Plenty of white men find white women attractive, but they are still misogynistic. They still don't see them as human, but they see them as pretty objects to treat like trash or to fuck. And that's how a lot of black men view black women. Cishet black men, to be more specific. So white women can sense this. Black men can sense this. That's why today when black men make fun of black women or say things like Minka Kunis. What the fuck? I called her Minka Kunis. Minka Kelly. They can sit there and say Minka Kelly is bad and make us mad, but at the end of the day, they aren't stupid. They know most of us are attractive in their minds. They know that black women are probably like one of the most beautiful race of women ever. Like, they know that. They aren't stupid. So when they say these things, they don't mean it. Or when they do mean it, they don't want to apply it to all black women, because they know that even though they think that all black women look a certain way, there's always that one black woman. I'm sorry, I messed up. There's always that one black woman that they are going to find attractive. So, of course, they are going to make exceptions and say, well, I don't mean all, because they aren't stupid. Black men aren't stupid. Black men know that black women are attractive. White women know this. White men know this. Non-black men of color know this. And some black women know this. That's why they'll sit here and say, I was just trolling, when they make jokes about how black women ain't shit and how we are jealous of the pretty white women, because they know that they are full of shit when they call us ugly. Because, as said before, black women have been considered beautiful for a while now. Like, we are starting to become like a standard of like what beauty culture is. So black men see this, and now they don't want to sit there and call us ugly anymore because it makes them look stupid. Now it goes from, well, black women aren't just gorgeous or whatever, to, well, some are gorgeous, but some act like this. Now it's, I was just trolling. Because back in 2012, black men were saying how black women weren't pretty, white girls were better, blah, blah, blah. And now, because we are in an era where black women are being shown as beautiful, we are getting more media attention from Instagram to ET. Now it's, oh, well, I love black women, but you gotta admit that some white women just look better. Or you gotta admit that Minka Kelly is better looking than this average looking black woman to us. Which I will not agree, because there are plenty of people who prefer Aaron over Minka. Like, I know men in my family who wouldn't look at Minka twice and they would go for an Aaron. It's just ridiculous. I'm sick of it. And I got into this argument with this white girl because she tried to make fun of my Asperger's or my autism, because I put that on my fucking Twitter. I put that I have autism to normalize the fact that I have a disability. And for you to make fun of it, to make me feel bad about it, yeah, I'm going to cuss you out. And she got mad because I posted a picture of us side by side and said, who's better looking, me or this holistic bitch who thinks she's better than me because she don't got autism? And then I told the bitch to call me up. I told her to call me up, and she did. And we had a conversation, and I said, you don't talk to people that way. If you want people to understand where you are coming from, you don't talk to people like they ain't shit. Because she was mad because I responded to a comment that said, you can't sit here and say black women ain't shit or screw us over for white women and then claim that you love us. Quit saying that, oh, you can still date white women and love black women, which to me, that's code for I can still prefer to date white women and prefer to marry white women, but I can also fetishize and sexualize black women when I want to, because I know that I can fuck all these white women, I can marry these white women while still believing that black women will wait on my foot. That's what I said. She comes in like, oh, somebody sounds hurt, blah, blah, blah. I got a good black man. And I said, wow, you sound like a cunt. Because she sat there and said, you sound hurt. That's textbook misogynoir right there, and we know it. And then I responded to her again, And she said, you just mad because you can't find a good black man like me. So then she tried to play victim because I was calling her out on her bullshit. And then she gonna try to sit there and say, I don't like it that women get compared to one another and you're gorgeous and I just don't like it. You know, we're both cute. So I don't know why you would do that, internalize misogyny. I said that because you made fun of my autism. I told you, if you're gonna talk all this shit, fight me. Fight me. Because she tried to subtweet me and say, you bitches are always mad about the fact that men are this and that, but I got a good man. So I said, let's fight. I was jokingly saying that because apparently MTV has this new show called Online Fight Wars where people meet their online rivals and fight them because they keep talking shit. So I added MTV and say, hey, let's go and fight. Let's duke this out. Jokingly, of course. But she's like, I'm not going to fight you. You need to talk to me like a mature woman. If you want to be talked to like a mature woman, then you talk to me like I am somebody. You don't come at me and assume I'm hating on you because you are a white girl with a black boyfriend. You don't sit here and call me bitter. You don't sit here and say things like you sound hurt because you dealt with a lot of shitty men who have hurt you. You don't say that shit. You don't make fun of my autism because I told you that if you are not going to fight me, then don't talk shit. You don't do that because my autism had nothing to do with it. When you are ableist to me, when you say something nasty and ugly, you're going to get called ugly. That's a horrible thing to say. And then we ended up apologizing through text or whatnot. I was like, you know, you're a pretty girl, but you know what? You put me in a position to disrespect you when you disrespect me. I wouldn't have to say these things to you if you would just talk to me like I am someone. Because we are behind the internet. How you speak to me through the internet is not how you are coming across. When you are thinking you are coming across a certain way. Because what she came across was not what she was telling me on the phone. Like she was reading things to me that she had sent to me on Twitter and said, well, all I said was this. But what she was coming across to me then was not how it came across to me when I initially read it. So it's about watch what you say because people don't take certain things serious. Some people don't take certain things lightly on the internet. People take these things seriously. When you read something, that's how it sounds. You can't translate humor or sarcasm all the time. You can't translate sense into someone when you are saying something disgusting. Like, no one's gonna fucking understand that. Oh, look at these squirrels chasing each other. Oh, are they mating? I'm sorry, I get distracted. But yeah, this video is going on like... Oh, it seemed like it was like longer than that. How long is it? 27 minutes? Okay. Well, I'm about to get off soon, but as I was trying to say to this girl, you don't say things like that to a black woman. You don't say things like you sound hurt and you're bitter because I have a good black man while claiming that you understand white privilege and you understand that black women are treated like shit by black men. Because if you understand that, you wouldn't have to have came at me like I was a ridiculous, ain't shit, nigger bitch. And that's how she was talking to me because how I read it was how it sounded to me. And she's like, well, I just want you to know that not all black men feel that way. Okay, but you are a white girl. You cannot tell me not all. I don't even listen to black men and black women who tell me not all black men, but you especially shouldn't be saying that because how black men may treat you, they may treat me a whole lot different based off race alone, and you need to understand that. She tells me I get a lot of bullshit because I'm with a black man and they think that I'm just using him. Okay, well, if you feel as if people judge you, fine. If you don't want to be judged for this racist white girl, then you need to talk to people like they have any type of sense to you and like you have sense. You don't come at someone reckless and say you just mad because you're dating a black man or, you know, you just bitter because you don't have a black man. Like, you don't say that dumb shit to someone and expect them to speak to you like you are a person. You came at me disrespectful. And if that's how you treat black women that are mad at you or may feel a type of way, then I can see why they go off on you. As I said, watch what you say to others online because we don't take everything to heart. Or we don't take everything kindly. I'm messing up my words because I'm really fucking tired. I need to get something to drink. I got a lot of spit in my mouth, but I'm gross. Like I say, watch what you say and stop sitting here like saying one thing and then wanting to say another because you don't want to look bad, because you don't want to look stupid, because you know that you look stupid trying to come for a whole race and you know that's not true. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.